Um, well, the past week, we saw a glimpse of how things would go in case this whole thing would go to a full-blown trial. So we can see, and we have seen the prosecution present its case in a very orderly and logical presentation. They have proven their case. They have shown that the killings were widespread, systematic, and it was ordered as a policy by Duterte and was executed through that critical Memorandum Circular 16 of Bato de la Rosa, so executed by and implemented by the Philippine National Police. And the keyword there is neutralize. In the security parlance, the word neutralize means to kill. Otherwise, if you meant these targets to be arrested, you would have written their arrest, right? Now, even if you didn't mean that neutralize means kill, but still, you should have corrected it, right? So anyway, bottom line is the prosecution professionally presented its case, whereas in contrast, the defense tend to cater to the domestic audience. It's more about trying to ignite certain emotions from the Duterte supporters instead of rebutting the prosecution evidence. So yes, and with all that, I can say 100% certainty that this thing will go to a full-blown trial, which may commence as early as May or probably June.
Is that inside information, sir, or you're just basing that on what you've seen so far this week?
Probably both. I don't know.
I mean, how can that be? Because the pre-trial chamber has not decided on the case yet, right?
Yes, but of course, these are based on certain assumptions. If it would go to a full-blown trial, probably the schedule would because the pre-trial chamber would have 60 days, March, April, then they would decide, then they would set the trial probably within a few months thereafter. So that's the assumption.
Oh, balik tayo.
Yeah, but right now we're not entertaining any scenario that this thing would be dismissed, more so now after seeing everything.
Balik tayo, sir, dun sa term to neutralize, because that kept coming up this week, both by the being brought up by both the prosecution and the defense. On the defense side, Attorney Kaufman was arguing that neutralization only means self-defense if the police officers' lives are in danger. And he tried to make a case as well na the fact that the perpetrators on the ground interpreted it to mean to kill is not Duterte's fault daw. Talk me through, kanina sabi niyo, sir, to neutralize is widely understood in the military to mean to kill. Talk me through that.
Yes, okay. Let's go to Kaufman's argument. Assuming that the policemen misinterpreted that word neutralize. But in the first place, it's not the word. It was written in the memo of Bato de la Rosa. And the reference, according to that same memo, the reference there was verbal instruction by President Rodrigo Duterte. So it's very clear, the authority of that memorandum circular. Now, on the assumption that they misinterpreted that word, so instead of arresting, they killed. But the fact that in the end, the policemen killed and Duterte didn't lift a finger in correcting that misinterpretation, because otherwise, dapat sinabi niya, teka, mali yung pagkakaintindi nyo, bakit nyo pinapatay? Sabihin nyo, ano yan? hindi yan. Arestuhin. The first month, kasi the memorandum circular was issued, then dapat the first month of the implementation, patayan yun every month. Dapat doon pa lang first few days. Teka muna, bakit nagpapatayan yan? Ano bang ano? Sir, ang interpretation nila is killing. Hindi, baguhin mo. Sabihin mo, arestuhin. Dapat first month pa lang na-correct na yun. Yun ang problema dito. Kasi under the Crimes Against Humanity charge, ang burden ng defense is to prove to the ICC na they did everything. He did everything to stop the killings. Kasi hindi pwedeng sabihin mo lang yung defense na wala naman akong ginawa, hindi ko naman inutusan, pinatay nila. And I will bring you back to the origin of the precursor of the ICC, which is the Nuremberg trials. Si Hermann Göring, siya yung deputy chancellor, vice chancellor ni Hitler. Siya yung number 2. Ang argument ng mga lawyers ni Hermann Göring is wala siyang inutos. None of the witnesses said it was Göring who directed or participated in the Holocaust.
Correct.
So, yun ang defense sila. Wala daw. Ngayon, he was convicted anyway. Why? Because ang sabi ng mga judges sa kanya, you were number 2. You had a significant power enough to stop it. Yun ang nangyari. So, just by not doing it or not stopping it is enough for a conviction. Yun ang problema doon sa defense presentation ni Kaufman. Dapat ang present niya is, no, we gave instructions to Bato and the other PNP chief to stop, to make sure that these killings would stop, investigahan. Wala siyang ginawang ganun.
Okay, sir, I don't have a lot of time with you, so I have to pivot now because I need to ask you this question. I'm sure you're
Yes.
well aware na this week allegations cropped up that the ICC investigators, whilst they were conducting their investigation, were quote-unquote wined and dined, and also that all of their expenses on the ground, including accommodation and transportation, were shouldered by Zaldico, and of course, plus that you also received a bribe as well, including for the ICC investigators. What do you have to say to that?
Just like the last time that you had me on your show, on your program, I denied everything. Hindi totoo yan. Gawa-gawa nila yan. $2 million. That's absurd. Paano ko to ibinigay? It's not even in their affidavit. It was just in their insinuated in that press con. So, again, ulitin ko, wala akong natanggap na $2 million or any amount para sa ICC operations o for any other purpose. So, wala akong natanggap dyan kay Zaldico. Hindi totoo yan. Ngayon, itong intention ito talaga is to tarnish the ICC reputation and sabotage even the whole ICC proceedings, and I wouldn't be surprised later on nagagamitin ni Kaufman yan yung ginawa nila nung Tuesday as part of a justification to call for a mistrial para lang hindi matuloy itong paglilitis kay Duterte. Kasi alam nyo, these ICC people, they're very, very professional. Nakita nyo naman. At even yung presentation ng evidence, why would you want to get in the way of that? Pag nag-offer ka pa ng suhol, baka lalo ka pa mapasama dyan sa mga yan. So it's not true. And makita nyo, sila, ang mga sinabi lang nila, pumunta rito sa hotel, pumunta rito sa ganito, minute nila ito. Ang tanong dito, okay, nagsundo ka, naghatid ka sa mga ICC nung ikaw ay security team detailed doon. Assuming that's true, what's illegal about that? What is wrong about that? Then suddenly, alam mo pati yung kung sino ang nagbayad ng hotel, bayad ng ano, bakit? Paano mo nalaman? Even as a member of the security detail, ano ka? Ikaw yung nakikiusyoso ka doon, 'di ba? They should have presented that. Dapat napakita nila na talagang lahat nung binabayaran dito, ginagastos nung ICC team iba ang nagbabayad. Wala naman silang present ng no. They just claimed it without even presenting anything.
Well,
Tapos, yung ginawa nila na in-expose nila yung identities of the ICC investigators, pati yung mga witnesses, yun ang violation ng Article 70 of the Rome Statute, and they're going to be liable for obstruction of justice by the ICC itself because nilagay nila sa panganib yung mga investigators and the witnesses.
Yeah. Well, you're right. Even the ICC itself has already issued a statement denying all of that and clarifying that they conduct their missions independently and they shoulder all their own costs. But sir, there's another part of that allegation. The ICC investigators now only interviewed the hand-picked witnesses that you chose and that you referred to them, and that they conduct an independent witness search. Is that true?
That's not true. Okay, ito unang-una, even assuming security details sila, they wouldn't be in a position to know about these things. Naghahatid sundo ka lang di ba? Okay, ito naman ngayon. There is this statement of Kaufman directly contradicting that. Di ba sinasabi niya, meron daw isa nagsabi na the ICC people provide the witnesses, the list, then pinafacilitate yun. Kabaliktaran yan nung kiniklaim nito nila Baligod and this 18 ex-soldiers. So, which is which? Claim na ni Kaufman yun doon sa kanyang presentation Di ba? Na the list of the witnesses came from the ICC. So, ayun na ngayon ang problema sa script. Nagkakabuhol-buhol na.
So you did not handpick witnesses and send it to them?
I wouldn't know where to start. Ang witnesses na alam ko is yung alam ko lang, na Tobato, Las Cañas, and a few others. Pero daan-daan yung mga witnesses na yan It's impossible for me to oversee all of these things. Matindi, very thorough mag-imbestiga ang ICC. Marami silang mga anggulong hindi ko possibly makukuha. At marami, hindi lang naman ako ang tumutulong to provide the witnesses. Marami pang iba na gumagawa niyan.
Okay, sir. And then lastly, you were the one that told us that there will be co-perpetrators that will be named. And tama naman, although at that time I think you said 5, pero naging, I think, 9. What else do you know about this? Will the co-perpetrators be charged?
I'm sticking to the original figure. Actually, I said 4.
4,
Maximum
sorry.
of 4 na may issue ng warrant. The others, probably dito na lang yon sa local case natin makakasuhan. So they were just named as co-perpetrators by virtue of their roles dun sa buong EJK plan. Pero it doesn't mean na sila yung mai-issue ng warrant. Nagfo-focus sila doon sa mga mga matataas ang posisyon.
So until 4 lang yung may issuehan ng warrant?
Maximum.
Okay.
Maximum. Yun ang tansya ko.
And Ombudsman Remulla has long been saying that there's a warrant out na daw for Senator Bato de la Rosa. What do you know about this?
I'm sorry but I can't possibly confirm or deny yung mga ganyan kasi talagang classified yan as far as the ICC is concerned. So it's now Bato's call whether meron nga, wala. If he feels wala, di lumabas siya until meron.